Moment with me and my wife last night, so we were happy about it.
How do you feel now that you've gotten the shot? Do you feel just like a normal shot?
Oh yeah, it's so with the vaccine, it's just like getting any other vaccine, just like the flu vaccine. You know, it just a little stick and that's it. Nothing else to worry about.
Some folks in the community are worried, though. What would you say to people who are hesitant?
So, you know, the only adverse effects really with the vaccine are it's an immune response. Just like with any, like getting the flu vaccine, you may get a slight fever that can be controlled with Motrin. But that immune response is what's giving you the antibodies to fight off if you do get infected in the future. You know, there's no hesitancy about getting the vaccine. You know, I think we need to all do our part in protecting our community, protecting our loved ones, our colleagues, and then trying to get back to some sense of normalcy.
You mentioned your family. What are you most excited about after you get that second dose?
Going to see my parents and my niece. So, and then, you know, just coming home from work, just the rigmarole of going through the motions of having to take everything off, you know, have everything in a certain space. It just takes more time, but I mean, it's for the safety of my family. So I think after the second dose, I'll be happy to go back and see my parents and not have to worry about, you know, me spreading the virus to them.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks.
He was lying. He was nervous when he found out he was talking to the media. That's what he was. Everybody,
Hello
this is Sid
there.
Baker, and he's a frontline nurse.
Hello, sir. Can you start by just saying and spelling your first and last name and giving your title for us?
My name is Sid Baker, S-I-D-B-A-K-E-R. I'm a team lead on the acute care COVID unit.
What do you do every day?
Take care of COVID patients.
What has that been like for the last 9 months? The last month?
For the last month, it's really been harder. It gets harder as we go into this. That's why I think this vaccination is really important to us today, because it sets us up for possible breaking the chain of the spread.
How do you feel right now after getting it?
I feel great. I don't have any soreness. I don't have any feelings of nausea or any type of aches or pains right now.
What was the procedure like when you went in there? Was it like getting a flu shot? What kinds of questions did they ask? What kinds of things did they do when you got that shot today?
It was a little more thorough, but it's basically the same as a flu vaccine or any of the other vaccinations that you get, whether it's the flu or any vaccine that you would get. It's basically the same type questions.
It's easy to see the numbers and try to get a perspective of what it's been like. What have you seen in the numbers? What have you felt over these last 9 months working right here in the front line?
It's emotionally, physically draining. It's very difficult. We've had a lot of support from the community. We've had a lot of support from administration. We've gotten what we've needed when we've needed it. It's just been a great, as far as support that we have from the upper administration, our direct supervisors, and the community has just been awesome.
What would your message be to the community who is watching this right now?
Get vaccinated. Hopefully we can break this chain. I know people get hesitant about taking a vaccination like this, but just do it.
Sir, one favor to ask you. Can we see the Band-Aid? Can you roll up the sleeve a little bit more and show it off? Hold it there for just a second for us, if you will.
Are you smiling under that mask?
I am smiling under that mask.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, sir. Thanks for all your work.
Thank you all very much.
Thanks, Sid.
Y'all ready to like wrap it up? Y'all look like y'all been freezing out here. There we
Saved
go.
all the hard questions for you.
Oh, did they? That's what I figured. Oh, wow. Y'all really want me close.
She's a hospitalist here at the medical center.
Sir, same first question we've asked everybody. Do you mind saying and spelling your first and last name and giving us your title so we don't mess it up?
Yes. My name is Nathan Smith, Nathan-Smith. I am a hospitalist here at the University of Tennessee Medical Center. I also serve as the Associate Medical Director of the Hospitalist Operations Committee.
What kinds of things do you do day in and day out?
I have different responsibilities. Those responsibilities include some administrative tasks looking specifically at staffing, scheduling, service agreements for our hospitalist group, as well as serving as a clinician and taking care of the patients that are on our service.
You work with COVID patients as well?
I do work with COVID patients.
What has that been like?
It's been a learning experience. This is a process where we're kind of learning and constantly reading and touching base with each other as an organization to make sure that there's a standard protocol in place based on evidence-based medicine. And when new evidence comes out, we really take a very good look at it, have long discussions about it, and come together as an overall consensus organization of how we proceed forth with treating these patients. And it's one of the first times in my experience to be part of a disease process that things are evolved so quickly and rapidly.
What's going through your head as you sit here today, you get that first vaccination of 2? Was it anticipation? Was it nerves?
Relief. A relief. It is kind of like, the dawn breaking, that relief that you've just been in something of uncertainty, and you never know who's going to get sick, whether in the community, your own loved ones, your family members, your coworkers, and making sure that we have a way to take care of these patients and these people, as well as protect ourselves so that we can be available to take care of them. So today was relief and joy.
How does this change the way you walk into work from now on?
We will take the same precautions and protocol, but it would be a lot not to have that little security blanket in the back of your mind that you can take out some stress and worry about your own personal self and your colleagues, and really 100% focus on the patient, because with the first vaccination we're at, the data had said around 54% vaccine efficacy, and then after the second dose we're up to 92%. With that, we're in the appropriate personal protective equipment, and having that as an extra blanket of protection just makes us able to really focus on the patient in front of us.
You're obviously a leader. As someone that oversees a team, that works with a team, how does this make you feel to be able to kind of look at your team a little differently for those that are getting this?
As a team, you just want to make sure that everybody's protected. Everybody else, we already deal with a highly stressful job, and this is just another way to make sure that we're helping take care of the mental health of all our providers. It has been a long road for all healthcare providers, especially people right there at the bedside, having to take care of these real sick patients, and always having in the back of your mind, that this is, a new process that we're really learning about, and just trying to stay with that positive attitude in a time of uncertainty, and having this vaccination come out and being able to have the ability to go ahead and vaccinating our staff and setting up a vaccination program to help us take care of the community is very exciting.
How has this virus impacted life outside of the hospital? I know there's a lot of things that you can't do through the frontline work.
It's I'm not going to say it's been harder than anybody else's, personal life. Working in the hospital, you just get kind of focused on your job day in and day out. But you also do want to make sure that you set an example. It's hard to ask somebody else to do something if you're not willing to do it yourself. And so going out and making sure in public we're wearing our mask, and making sure that we're the first up to step and have faith in a vaccination and being willing to take it ourselves, I think is very important to show other people, because we have had to make sacrifices just like everybody else in the community.
What has it been like emotionally to have patients bedside caring for these patients day in and day out with a stressful environment?
Having a good support system is very important with that, and I would say as an organization at whole, they are very in tune with that and have made sure that we have had adequate support and things in place in order to make sure that, like we say, we support the staff and have ways to help providers try to deal with some of that stress and cope with it.
Well, even with the support structure, though, what is that stress like that you're trying to deal with?
Honestly, it wouldn't be as different than my day-to-day acuity patients that I have. I mean, we have patients here, being a level 1 academic, trauma center, the very high acuity patients that we take care of, and so it's about the same energy and stress I would have of anybody that's on the verge of being very sick.
What was it like when you found out you were going to be among the very first to get vaccine?
Excitement, pure excitement. I came out here with a positive energy. I've been in there with a positive energy. It's a very good day.
Should the community take your lead, follow with this energy, with this hope? How can the community even help you further continue that excitement?
I think so. I know that right now it's a little bit easier to be inside when it's so cold outside, but as the vaccine comes out and we're wanting to get back into springtime events and warm weather comes, that I really hope that people take the message that it's about protecting each other and not just protecting yourself. The more people that are vaccinated, the better off that we're going to be able to come back to the great community of East Tennessee that I chose to live in and I chose to serve.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate your hard work and for coming out here and talking to us today.
Thank you, guys.
Energy. You're exuding even through the mask. You're smiling.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, so hopefully that works for everybody. It gives everybody lots of options. What